To alleviate the stress of modern living, more and more people are learning meditation to achieve physical and mental tranquility. Today, meditation has become an increasingly popular lifestyle in the United States and Europe as a way to enhance both mental and physical well-being. Time magazine reports that in the US, more than 10 million people said they are practicing meditation regularly, doubling the number 10 years ago. Many Christians, Catholics, and Jews go to Buddhist centers to meditate while practicing their respective religious prayers, such as attending masses on Sundays. The history of meditation dates back to more than 5,000 years. In ancient India, people were already practicing yoga and breathing exercises to enter the peaceful world of meditation, thus achieving both physical and mental balance. In the year 3000 BC to 2000 BC, the word meditation began to appear in written records. In the year 588 BC, Sakyamuni Buddha, after searching and training for 6 years, finally settled down and meditated under a Bodhi tree, and in a starry night completely understood the true nature of all phenomena and thus achieved complete enlightenment. Since then, meditation has become the basic practice of all Buddhists. As a matter of fact, other religions such as Christianity, Catholicism, and Hinduism also integrated meditation to their practices. In the 2nd century, Christians began to meditate. The earliest practitioners were a group of Christian monks who withdrew from the madding crowds and went deep into the desert to lead a Spartan life. Through meditation, they experienced the presence of God. Since then, meditation has gradually become an important aspect of the Christians' daily religious practice. Around the year 1000 AD, some Jews and Muslims began to practice meditation at about the same time. By early 16th century, Martin Luther was against the practice of mysticism and preferred reciting the Bible. Since his Reformation, the practice of meditation began to decline. This also happened to the Roman Catholics. By the 1960s, a Catholic priest, Father Thomas Keating, felt that meditation was second nature. He invited the great Zen master Roshi Sasaki to lead retreats in his abbey. He thought there must be a precedent within the church for making such simple but powerful spiritual techniques available to lay people. In 1974, his Trappist brother, Father William Meninga, found a dusty copy of the 14th century guide to contemplative meditation, The Cloud of Unknowing. The two monks began teaching a form of Christian meditation that grew into a worldwide phenomenon known as centering prayer. In many books and in speeches and retreats, they have attracted tens of thousands who seek a deeper relationship with God. The Hindus believe their present lives are the results of the actions of the previous lives, and that their ultimate spiritual goal is to get out of the endless cycle. One of the ways to cease the cycle of incarnation is through meditation.
所有的教派，几乎在印度所有的教派呢，他们的修，包括了他们所讲的会呢，一定是有一个我，包括现代的哲学，那只有佛法呢讲无我，所以呢，到会分别说是佛法跟非佛法的时候呢，就是这个我的这个最主要的这个关键哦。那佛法呢，一定是无我了啊，所以。 我们在修学佛法的时候呢，如果我们不能证得无我的智慧，那就不是佛法的解脱。
Now take for example those theistic religions. Theistic religions are those religions that regard the highest good as God. So their method of meditation is to pave the way for them to become one with God. With the highest good.
Our samatha meditation is a little similar to the meditation method taught in other religions. It is not exactly the same because our samatha meditation method taught by the Buddha is based on Noble Eightfold Path. Number 2, Vipassana meditation or insight meditation. Other religions never teach Vipassana meditation, which is taught by the Buddha. Our two methods of meditations are based on the Noble Eightfold Path.
แต่สำหรับพราหมณ์ก็ดีก็สามารถที่จะประพฤติปฏิบัติได้นั้นสมัยขั้งพุทธกาลแต่ปฏิบัติได้ตามความสามารถของศาสนานั้นที่จะปฏิบัติให้จิตใจของตนเองสงบถึงเพียงใดแต่ก็ยังค้นคว้าไม่ถึงหลักสูงสุดของทางพุทธศาสนา
Meditation is also incorporated into the modern medical world. Scientific research undertaken by medical specialists and psychologists shows that meditation is effective in preventing, alleviating, and controlling chronic illnesses, including heart diseases, AIDS, cancer, sterility, depression, hyperactiveness, and lack of concentration. The research also shows that meditation can lower blood pressure and boost the immunity system. Based on many years of continuous research, there are an increasing number of doctors who recommend meditation to patients.
The benefits of meditation are really many, and they're all very scientifically established. We can discuss them from the physiological angle and then the psychological, body and then mind. Physiologically, it ranges from pain relief, completely safe and natural pain relief, getting a person to reduce the subjective suffering coming from the experience of pain doing meditation. In contrast to all these physiological changes are psychological changes, psychological benefits. Well, people who practice meditation frequently, research shows that they report less anxiety, less depression. The anxiety is both ways. We're talking about both general anxiety as well as performance-based anxiety.
Since 2003, Shanyo Counseling Center, a social welfare organization, has been providing mind-body medical services. This self-care method was first studied and promoted by the Harvard Medical Institute and Stanford University School of Medicine. It offers a range of skills, including basic relaxation training, breathing techniques, guided imagery, clinical hypnosis, and meditation. Such physiological and psychological healings complements conventional medical treatment and assist patients to alleviate their pain, and at the same time, encourage them to adopt a more positive attitude towards life.
As a clinical psychologist, I very frequently recommend meditation or its various forms to patients. Depending on the different needs and objectives of each patient, sometimes we can talk about meditation simply as a way to enhance a person's health or to control pain. For some other people who see me, they are a lot different. They're looking for self-actualization, living a meaningful, fulfilling, satisfying life. And for these people, then I would recommend meditation from a more spiritual angle. That is not really to solve any problems in life, but how to open his awareness to higher levels of truth and understanding.
The net results, the net experience is peace and happiness. Anyone who practices meditation, whatever method, if you do it correctly, meditation must produce this result: a sense of calm, a sense of peace of mind.
Although ordinary meditation and Buddhist meditation appears to be similar outwardly, for instance, both adopt similar meditative postures, in actual fact, they are vastly different. Buddhist meditation has a religious connotation. However, since ordinary meditation has become popular in the West, many people are now viewing meditation as a non-religious practice. Regardless of their faiths, religions, or beliefs, many people are now practicing meditation enthusiastically.
At the worldly level, at the commercial level, they will teach you how to strengthen your mind, to have more positive kind of thinking, so that you can make what you call more money, and you can become more popular, and you can take charge and control more people. But first you got to control yourself first. Learn to control yourself. And that is the aim of popular meditation that comes in different brands and different packages.
To a Buddhist, meditation is a form of self-discipline and spiritual training. One first sharpens the mind through concentration, followed by the training of wisdom through contemplation. So other than placing emphasis on concentrative meditation, it is more important to focus on the training of contemplative meditation.
佛教呢，它更重要或者是根本的这个部分呢，就要从这个修定进入到这个修慧了。所以呢，我们后来把它归纳说是禅修，实际上就是讲修定跟修慧。
When the mind is well trained, okay, the mind is calm. Okay, now when the mind is calm, it will not react very greatly towards the experiences that we encounter. Because when you see how you suffer, when you see how you make yourself suffer, how you create suffering for yourself, okay, you will know how to let it go.
The Buddha taught meditation by first teaching us how to calm our minds and bodies. Thereafter, with a clear mind, we are able to watch our thoughts and feelings and learn why we are often lost in our elusive world. Upon complete realization, we are able to gain our liberation from births and deaths. This is the ultimate aim of Buddhist meditative practice.
Meditation, from the Buddhist perspective, is a way to discipline the mind, to cultivate or to culture the mind. It is a way how to purify the mind from the tendencies of greed and various forms of clingings and attachments, also from the tendencies of anger, of hatred and grudges, and the tendencies of delusion.
And you can see that in Buddhism, practice always culminates with wisdom. It would also mean that you will suffer less, and it would also mean that ultimately you will be free from birth and death. Okay, now that is what meditation is.
修慧这个部分呢，在佛教里面是非常重要的，因为如果我们不发慧的话呢，是不能解脱的。你的定境再深，还是世间法。
The Buddha taught meditation as a means of freeing oneself from suffering and cause of suffering.
Depending on individuals' capability and circumstances, we may have different goals when we practice meditation. Nevertheless, the essence of our ultimate aim is still similar, that is, to rid ourselves of greediness, of anger or hatred, or of delusion.
그래, 다 지난 다 미르도 담에 된 거로 다 지망 문도 터베르치도 검자야. 디안 딜레파 아니 지 냥데 터야치도 검자야. 딜레 아니 다 산제 거방 터야치도 검자야. 다 미우 직단 다 랍딩 타숨 연구로 왔다. 검자고에 미우다.
The objective, the aim of Buddhist meditation is very clear. It is to purify the mind. To purify the mind from the tendencies of greed, hatred, delusion, and to develop greater peace and happiness.
For most people, whether they engage in ordinary meditation or Buddhist meditation, the benefits are numerous. While they go through the hustle and bustle of city life, they will be able to relax and calm down through Buddhist meditation. If they can do it well, they will be able to concentrate better and be more focused in their work and gain higher work efficiency. They will also be healthier and livelier, both mentally and physically.
Psychologically, as we were saying earlier, meditation gives a person a sense of self-confidence and ability to solve problems. So that just means overall it makes this person having a less stressful life, a greater sense of self-confidence, general reduction in anxiety and depression.
딘데레 아니 직단 내가 셈다 시대 차바이나 디 경기 걸서다. 걸서다. 내라 소바야 시에 내라 소바 마용 원고 첼라 변도 용해. 로 셈시와 차바이나. 다 뒤에 용고로 봐.
As a lay person, the difference between lay person and monk or sangha members, right, is that you have your worldly responsibilities, your worldly duties and responsibilities. Therefore, you go to work and earn money. Yeah? And how well you can earn, how productive you are in your work, depends on your ability to concentrate, depends upon your clarity of mind. So, this is what meditation can help. Meditation can help you to develop that calmness, that clarity of mind. Yeah? And that will give you a more stable and a more confident outlook.
你自己本身到底要求什么？如果你自己本身要求说，我通过禅修是要达到开悟的话，那禅修对你的功能或者是好处，当然就是开悟咯。那如果你只是要身心健康，或者是平衡，或者是能够疏解这个压力，那禅修对你的功能就是身体健康咯。好，那有些人是说，要疏解心理的一些压力，然后有一些方法你用了以后可以疏解心理的压力，你觉得足够了，那就停留在这个阶段咯。当然，在不同的这个阶段呢，方法也会有一些不同咯，粗和细的这个不同。
To those who wish to seriously learn meditation, Buddhist meditation provides them with greater internal peace and tranquility. Lay Buddhist Chen Ying-yi has been practicing meditation since 1998. She has learned many different meditation methods from various traditions over the years.
比方说以慈心观来讲，我在公司里面，你有时候你会觉得，无缘无故为什么突然间会给人家讲？我怎么样去运用这些我学过的一些方法呢？就是我会观察自己本身身心当时升起的是什么心态，然后我自己观察自己本身身心的烦恼，我更清楚的看到自己其实是产生了嗔恨心呢，或者是傲慢心，或者是嫉妒心，或者是不满的心。从中呢，我就更加了解自己说，是不是傲慢心升起了？如果傲慢心升起了，如果我对治它，应该用什么方法对治？嗔恨心升起了，应该用什么方法去对治？
Lay Buddhist Fred Cheong studied Buddhism since 1990s. At the beginning, he used to go to the temples to recite the sutra and offer prayers. Later, he found that such practice did not alleviate his worries. Since he started Buddhist meditation, he finally realized that it is the best tool to control his mind.
So the benefits are far-reaching. You become very aware of non-virtue, very aware of virtue. And then you can make a decision not to do it or to do it. During the meditation, it seems like if someone want to make me angry, it seems like I got a delay time that become longer. I can decide now, should I talk back harshly or not? I still got the time. Last time I can react. I don't need to think on. The second nature take control and it will react.
Buddhist meditation has brought many benefits to the people. Are only Buddhists eligible to practice Buddhist meditation? Or can anyone keen on learning it engage in the practice?
Rawata peshen ko rawata. Tana nang be kom jangai ji na. Tana rawata ko kresda. Tana nang be kom gi cheji ta kyam de simba da simisan jogu yojang ta nang be kom jangai ji na. Ta nang ba yin ko kresda.
No, you don't have to be a Buddhist, but you have to understand, to recognize, to understand Buddhist principles and Buddhist philosophy. Otherwise, what happens is when you meditate, certain experiences that you get, you may interpret it according to your own beliefs, according to your own views and ideas. Yeah? And that is why the Buddhist system of meditation based on certain philosophy. That is why you find that when you study the different systems of meditation, you find that in Buddhism you have a very clear defined path how to practice, and the philosophy behind it also very clearly defined.
It seems that a person has to become a Buddhist before he can experience the beauty of Buddhist meditation. But from another angle, Buddhist meditation does not seem to be the monopoly of the Buddhists. everyone has the opportunity to enjoy the fruit of Buddhist meditation.
Anyone can train their mind to have good thoughts, to have positive thoughts, thoughts of compassion, of loving kindness, okay, to have strength in your mind, okay, it's universal. So one does not need to be a Buddhist to meditate.
แต่ตามความจริงแล้วถ้าหากคนมีความสนใจก็สามารถที่จะปฏิบัติได้ไม่เรียกบุคคลที่จะเป็นคนพิการก็ดีหรือคนที่สมบูรณ์ก็ดี
Can a layman benefit from wisdom? Definitely, I think so. The Buddha taught for sentient beings. The Buddha did not teach specifically for hermits or monks or nuns. His teaching was meant for everyone, every single sentient being. So from that point of view, definitely, I think the teachings that the Buddha taught on meditation is valid and useful for everyone.
For all types of meditation, there should be some basic prerequisites before one starts. For example, the body posture, breathing, calming of the wandering mind, all these should be adjusted. Therefore, some people suspect that not everyone is capable of practicing it.
Anyone can meditate because meditation is a completely natural process. Now, depending on the particular type of meditation, if it is too complicated, then it probably requires some experienced instructors. But just pick the simpler types of meditation. You'll be, by and large, very safe, and anyone can do that.
For a more complex and advanced level of meditation, it will be more appropriate for you to learn it from a teacher. As for the type of Buddhist meditation which places great emphasis on the development of wisdom, is everyone able to do it?
หรือที่ศาสนาต่างๆก็สามารถที่จะนำคำสอนทางพุทธศาสนาไปประพฤติปฏิบัติได้ไม่เรียกบุคคลที่มีความสนใจจะปฏิบัติ
If one is able to follow the teacher's instructions and guidance, one is able to meditate.
As long as we follow the guidelines of Buddhist meditation, listen to the teacher's guidance, then anyone with determination will be able to practice meditation. But for some people, due to various conditions, they're still not suitable to practice Buddhist meditation.
Let's say a person has high blood pressure, very high blood pressure, and they're taking medication for that. Now, with very intensive meditation, they can gain more control now over the blood pressure, lowering it appreciably. But if you're taking the same amount of medication for that, then that would be dangerous. So it's better that they consult with their medical doctors as they start doing meditation in a more intensive way, because they may be needing much less of the medication now.
직당다 곰수잡나 디겨랬다. 저 곰세디로 와. 직당 곰세디 수잡나 디겨래. 그거 수잡나 디겨래. 이나야 다가양고 양다 곰 간데시양 곰 담에다 잡에 연사양 지양 텔라박냐 카실라 렘바다 마레바 딘데 용거로 봐. 그러봐 곰세디.
Some people may have past negative or unpleasant meditative experiences or encounters. For such cases, it is better to have a qualified and experienced teacher to assist them, so as to ensure steady progress in their practice.
During meditation or any form of deep relaxation, one thing that could happen is flashbacks. They spontaneously re-experience certain really hurtful events in the past. The memories that they've been trying to suppress for a long time, now when the body and mind relax, the memories emerge spontaneously, which in and of itself is not a bad thing. Now we can face them and manage them and release them. But it might frighten the person who practices meditation. So for people who've had experienced trauma, it may be good to consult with a mental health professional as they start practicing meditation.
Those people who suffer from deep depression, they should not get into deep concentration. They can meditate, but they have to be properly guided. Because if they get into deep concentration, then those, what you call thoughts, depressive thoughts can come up and they can fix their mind on that. And it becomes even stronger.
Buddhist meditation is a form of profound mind-body training. When one progresses in meditation, some problems and obstacles may appear. As a result, some people may associate the word meditation with unorthodox practices and dare not attempt to try it at all.
I think it's a common myth. When I started to do, also people tell me you better have a teacher or else you go crazy if you practice the spirit will enter the body and you'll go berserk, 会走火入魔.
Is extremely safe. The next question is, why would we sometimes hear reports of people having very negative experiences like 走火入魔? Okay, one is that before the person started to meditate, he already his mental health was already not very stable, okay, with hallucinations and so on, so the meditation intensifies it. A second is the person's belief system and expectations. If the person has read a lot of 武侠小说, mass media information that's not that accurate, then that would again contribute to that negative expectations about meditation. A third situation is when a person is unhappy in his everyday life, suffering stress from his career, long-term illness or marriage and so on, and that he's been suppressing that stress. Okay, and then in meditation, and then he looks to meditation not so much as a way to understand himself better and to more effectively solve the problems, but as an escape. So he's using meditation as an escape, and in that way, that is, if I could just make my mind stop thinking, worrying about these problems, then automatically they'll go away. Rather than, how can I calm myself down and get creative and solve the problem?
Some people already have mental problems when they come to meditate. Okay? Actually, they try to use meditation to overcome their mental problems. Okay? Now, unfortunately, before they can gain any benefits from meditation or before they can train their mind effectively, okay, their mental problems flare up. So it looks like, after you meditate, your mental problem becomes, flares up.
When a person is meditating, he should adopt a right attitude and mindset in order to practice correctly. We should have confidence in ourselves, believe that we are capable of doing it so as to benefit others and ourselves.
It's really because we are convinced, that freedom from suffering is possible. That it is possible to benefit from meditating. That it is possible to calm our mind down. It is possible to develop positive qualities in us. If it is possible to do that, then I think there is a chance of meditating properly. So really basing ourselves on confidence. And then not only that, especially from the Mahayana point of view, that we are doing this in order to benefit not just oneself, but every sentient being. Just having that possibility in the mind, that wish, that openness, that courage, that's really important when we're meditating. Then I think when we encounter difficulties, we will not feel so discouraged and afraid.
Meditation is something for you to understand the way your mind functions. Okay? Meditation is about developing yourself, okay? Developing the mental qualities. Okay? So you must be relaxed. Don't force yourself too hard. Don't control yourself. Okay? And you need to tune yourself in to reality, to nature. Okay? Because the Dharma is in the natural state. Another important attitude is to be open. Okay? To be open to all your experiences, not to get too excited over them, because when you discover certain things inside you, okay, some people, they may react with excitement, some people may react with rejection. They find out that they are not such a good person after all. They recognize that they have a lot of hatred inside them. Now when you see all these things, you must be open and be willing to learn and be willing to improve yourself.
If some people have wrong objectives in practicing Buddhist meditation, such as wishing to interact with spiritual beings, hoping to gain supernatural powers, or harboring extreme thoughts, then they are more likely to invite unorthodox forces from evil spirits. These people are not suitable to practice Buddhist meditation.
比方说，一位老师教导你以这个出入系观察着呼吸的进出，你的心就安住在呼吸的进出上，你就不要去想象说哦，我可以说要感应到一些异类的一些东西，跟这个修行法门完全是不一样，或者是你的心离开了你应该修持的一个这个目标，然后这个目标是什么呢？这目标就是你要观察你的出入系。那你离开了你这个出入系的时候，你的身心安住在哪里？安住在这些其他的感应吗？感应上，那个就错了。
The things that goes wrong in meditation, very often, it is the aim, it is the objective, the purpose for which these people have come to meditate. Some people want to meditate, and a lot of people like to see their past life. Huh? You like to see your past life, no? What you were in your last life and the previous life and 1,000 years before that, what were you? Yeah? What if you see it? If it is good, you're very happy. But what if it is some very awful thing?
การทำสมาธิถ้าเราปฏิบัติในทางที่ถูกต้องแล้วก็ไม่มีที่จะทำให้คนเป็นโรคประสาทก็จะทำให้บุคคลนั้นยิ่งเป็นผู้มีสติปัญญาเฉลียวฉลาดแก้ปัญหาเมื่อเวลาความทุกข์เกิดขึ้นจากเหตุอะไรเขาก็จะเข้าใจในสิ่งนั้นแก้ปัญหาได้หรือเขาปฏิบัติอะไรในทางที่ถูกทำให้เกิดความสุขก็จะเข้าใจในการปฏิบัติในสิ่งที่ทำให้เกิดมีความสุขได้เราไม่ต้องกลัวในการปฏิบัติ
The fast-paced, highly efficient modern living has resulted in our craving for achieving the best results within the shortest possible time. When they fail to achieve the expected result, they would quickly give up and do not want to learn Buddhist meditation again.
미 남산 주변에 지도 양직 또다 통통체체 미 통통체 남산 주변에 지도 검장해 준 거로 아니 돈다디 마두도 갈라 아니 롱파라시
Often, in terms of meditation, it looks like we think that we have to walk all that distance in once without pause, without resting, without drinking, without eating. That's not possible. So if you can do that, then slowly the length of meditation will be longer. One will feel less stress and one knows what one is doing.
Well, one other prerequisite, obviously, is a lot of patience, because for beginners, either they find it extremely hard to focus their mind, or they feel sleepy.